a random orbital polisher with 75mm backing plates and 12mm orbit, suitable for all the professionals that want to polish after denibbing or want to operate on small areas like bumpers, fenders of a car, or small vehicles like motorcycles and scooters. This is the topic of today's video. HLR75, the Ibrid Mini, evolution of LHR75E, the corded Mini. What does Ibrid mean? It means that there is the possibility to use it with the battery or with a power supply. With the battery, we have a durability of between 35 and 45 minutes. 35 for fiber pads like microfiber and wool that need more energy. 45 minutes with the foam pads that have a smoother action. Anyway, the time that the battery takes to recharge is approximately 30 minutes. So it means that with two batteries we can work continuously and never stopping. But if we don't want to rely on the battery durability, then we have the power supply that is connected directly to the plug and gives us continuous energy working with never stopping. Let's go and see some features of this machine. The backing plate is 75mm or 3 inches. The orbit is 12mm. The machine is a dual action random orbital. Probably the most noticeable thing about this machine is the shape. It's not the traditional angle polisher, and this machine is like this because our engineers wanted to highlight the ergonomics. So this machine can be used as a palm polisher, as a one-hand polisher in this position, or with two hands when we want to do a stronger action or more control of what we are doing. A couple of elements about the technology that is inside. Let's start by the motor. The motor is a mix between the brushed and the brushless technology. The rotor is with the copper wire and the collector where we put the brushes, but in the stator, instead of having the copper wire winding, we have two magnets for a more consistent magnetic field. In this way, we have more efficiency from the motor, a better use of the energy. The other good thing is that since we have 18 volts given by the battery or the power supply, instead of the 220 volts that we get by the plug, the wear out of the brushes is much slower and the durability is up to 1000 hours. It means that with an average use of 1 hour per day, we can work up to 3 years without need for any maintenance, without need for substituting the brushes. The second element is the so-called triple action. The machine is basically a dual action. The movement is the dual action, but there is a third action between the motor and the spindle and the backing plate that takes the speed of the motor and reduces it. So you can see here we have these three wheels. This gear reduction takes the motor speed and reduces it by 60%, 66%. So the speed of the motor is 3 times higher than the speed of the backing plate. In this way, the motor is always running at a comfortable speed, and from the backing plate, you get the right speed for your job. This means eventually that you get more torque, more power from the tool, also at a lower speed. The machine is a random orbital. Now, what are the advantages of random orbital polishing? After more than 10 years that RUPES launched the Bigfoot system, we know, probably most of you know, what are the advantages. The first is no swirl marks. The second is no holograms. The third is an easier tool to use. And the fourth is that you can, that the machine work and it's not you working, so you can rest your body. Let's now see what we have inside the kit. Inside we have the polisher, HLR75, 2 batteries and the battery charger and the power supply. So together with it we have some accessories, 2 chemicals, DA coarse, the compound, and DA fine, the fine polish. And 4 pads, 2 wool pads, blue for cutting, yellow for a one-step job, and 2 foam pads, the blue one for cutting on fresh paints and the yellow foam pad for a second step and a finishing job. Also, we have 2 microfiber towels, 1 blue, 1 yellow, in order to avoid mixing the different residues from the 2 chemicals. So when you open the kit, you have everything you need for working and to start polishing right away, and hopefully you will enjoy the tool as much as I did. Now I thank you for watching this video. Ciao.